Hi, I'm Jules Appleby and this is Mark Hopkins from Xpos, and this month we are talking about stock turn. What it is, what it means for your business, and also we'll look at it within the context of your industry as well, and specifically what you can do to improve your stock turn. So Mark, stock turn is one of the best ways to look at your shop's performance, but what does it actually mean?
Good question. I mean, fundamentally it's about good stock management. This is going to sound obvious, but the only reason you buy stock is fundamentally to make money. So every time you invest just £1, you want it making as much money as you possibly can. So to work out your stock turn, well, you need to look at the cost of your sales for the previous 12 months and compare that against your existing stock holding. Now, it's a good Xpos system will tell you that pretty much straight away without you having to do too much work.
So it's a strong indicator of retail performance, but how do retailers actually know whether their number is good or bad?
Yeah, I mean, the general rule of thumb is that the higher the number, the better. But fundamentally, if you have a stock turn of 1, it means you effectively have enough stock to last you an entire year of typical sales. And that's not good. That means you've taken a big risk, you're hoping that you've got all your stock and you're going to sell exactly the same again, and therefore you'll hit your stock turn of 1. That's not great. Ideally, it's much better to buy smaller amounts up front and then buy more as and when you need them, when you sell out of stuff.
Yeah, okay, so let's take golf shops. They're carrying a wide range of stock from confectionery through to consumables like golf balls and gloves, and then you've got your hardware at the other end and your trolleys. So you'd expect all of those categories to turn over at different rates.
Totally true, yeah, that's right. So, I mean, ideally as an average, you should be looking at around about a stock turn of around about 3.5 to 4. Higher would be fantastic, and we do see some guys with sort of 4, 4.5. Don't forget though, too high and it might mean that you've not got enough stock. But as you said, each product category in the shop will have a different stock turn. So typical rule of thumb again, gloves and balls, things that you can pretty much get next day if you want them, they should be higher. So they should be around about 5 or 6, whereas clothing, which can be tricky because of the seasonal nature, that's probably around about 2 or 3. But fundamentally, the best thing you can do to get your overall stock turn number up is look at what's turning the slowest and focus on that to start with.
Yeah, and it's worth remembering as well that you know, your overall stock turn number can be skewed by the slow turning items like trolleys and hardware. So you just need to dig a bit deeper into categories, don't you?
Yeah, and in the first place, you've got to buy the right products. That's not easy, I get it, but use the numbers, and fundamentally then also don't forget the sales side of things. You've got to be selling as well, and we see it with clothing. You know, it's often an issue with the guys so passionate about hardware that tends to fly out the door. Clothing, less of a knowledge, less of a passion for it. Find it much harder to shift. So yeah, it's looking at trying to get that product knowledge throughout the team. Now I know I harp on about it, but also don't forget about those weekly meetings. Set that up in place, make it easier for your staff to understand what's going on, and use the numbers from your Xpos system to build up that plan.
Yep, okay, thank you. And we hope you found that useful. If you want more retail stuff and news and updates from Xpos, please follow us on social and go to our website or click on the hub in Xpos. Thank you, goodbye.
Bye-bye.